Hi, it's Jessie again, and I'm coming to you to bring you some of my top cleaners, store-bought and natural, that you can use. I don't use a whole lot of natural store-bought products, but I do make my own in a lot of ways. So if you are totally natural, then you can take some of these tips and stick to the cleaners that you like. Some of the more natural cleaners that I like have to deal with Castile soaps and various oils. I happen to be a big fan of oils, and I ask that you get high quality grade oils. There are some such as oregano for healing and cleaning. Tea tree is one of my top favorites. I also love peppermint, lemon, rosemary, and lavender for cleaning as well. There are other oils that people will tell you that are really good, and go ahead and research them yourself and see what you like. Other natural cleaners, when I make my own, I often use things like a mix of white vinegar, any brand will do, along with isopropyl alcohol to make some of my favorite all-purpose cleaner that happens to be a glass all-purpose and disinfectant all-in-one. And I'll put in my favorite scents. Usually it's lavender or lemon, and usually a mix of both when it comes to me. Other things that I like to do that are natural, I love to get baking soda. I have mine in a jar, but good old Arm & Hammer, and sprinkle it over my carpet. Get a cheese a cheese shaker and shake it over your carpet. But before you do, put a few drops of your favorite essential oils in there. Blend it through the food processor so it whirls it all together, and put it in that cheese grater and shake it over your carpet twice a month. It will help deodorize your carpet, and let it sit for just like 5 or 10 minutes and vacuum it all up, okay? Now, going on to carpet cleaners, since we're on carpets, one of the best carpet cleaners I'm gonna honestly give you is shaving cream, not gel, cream. Some of the best carpet cleaner, and it's really gentle for just about any carpet. I love it. So when you sit there and a carpet stain comes up, go through and blot as much of the stain up as you can with a clean white towel, or any towel that you can get your hands on, and then put some shaving cream in. Get yourself a good scrub brush, kind of scrub it in, and then get yourself a bucket or bowl of clean water with a clean rag and blot all that soap up until no more comes up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was brought to you by my maintenance husband. He figured that one out, and I've used it for years and years. And let me tell you, even professional carpet cleaners, when they come in, say it's some of the most best and effective carpet cleaner that you can use. Moving on from carpets, other generalized stuff. Now, most of the products I'm going to show you are store-bought from here on out. Speaking of which, cleaning rags. I prefer the microfiber cleaning rags. I happen to get mine in bulk from Costco, so most of mine are blue. It's whatever colors they have available. And I love these for doing windows. I love these for doing dusting, you know, when I use polish. Speaking of which, any good furniture polish that you can get a hold of. I happen to be a particular fan of Pledge, but this was free. Somebody didn't want it anymore, so I'm one of those cleaners that take all cleaners off your hands kind of thing. But they're good for dry dusting, good for dry wiping of your mirrors and your windows down, and it's safe for most surfaces. Other rags that I like is I like to keep these clean white cotton ones. You can also get them from Costco in big bulk. Some people will use t-shirts, old t-shirts and stuff like that, but I happen to like these, and these are great for wiping down your walls and your baseboards and your floors and various other things. Okay, speaking of windows, other than my own homemade, the next best thing is Windex, okay? This happens to be the cheap version, but I like the Windex because of the ammonia, and it helps go on fast and dry fast. I'm gonna give you a tip. Whenever you clean your windows, unless you've got a big job to do, the most effective and fast cleaning way to clean your windows is to actually spray your rag and then go through and wipe. Whether you're using newspapers, paper towels, microfiber rag, the fastest and most effective way to clean all your spots and streaks off and not leave it streaky is to spray your rag first and then use it on the windows, unless it's a real tough cleaning job where you've got a lot of stuff on your windows and you need the cleaner to kind of hit it directly. Next cleaner on my list that I happen to love a lot is Bartender's Friend. I kid you not. Out of all of them, it's one of the safer ones, one of the more gentle ones for all surfaces. This will get rid of any and all soap scum on the bottom of your tub. I've used this to get marks off my linoleum floor that don't come off. I've used this for a variety of things inside and outside the house. Another favorite cleaner of mine is any toilet bowl cleaner with Lysol or Clorox bleach. Because it helps the most with hard water and getting stains out and getting all the stuff off, along with disinfecting your toilet. If you have hard water stains and rust stains, then I would use CLR and or a pumice stone to get those stains off inside your porcelain toilet bowl. My next all-purpose good cleaner and floor cleaner, favorite floor cleaner, I am partial to Lysol. This makes great wall cleaners, great floor cleaners, and it's a disinfectant to boot. Other people, depending on your surfaces, will use straight white vinegar to clean their floors in their hot water, along with their favorite essential oils, and sometimes a tiny squirt of like Dawn dish soap or something in it, or Castile soap in it, to help with cut through the extra grease on your kitchen floors. Another thing that I love is a Swiffer. This has to be my most favorite dusting apparatus. I don't care if you use the Swiffer brand, the off brand, or if you are one of those clever ladies that can make a reusable one on their own. You'll need to buy at least one set so you can get the lovely Swiffer attachment. One of these days I am going to go make through and make my own washable ones from flannel rags, because they do well in dusting. But I happen to be a fan of the extendable wand one because I'm short, and this helps me get to all those lovely places up high that you normally can't reach much better. So if you're going to spend the money on this, I'd recommend getting the extendable wand one. 1 minute, this thing dropped. The next thing that I recommend keeping into your house is a magic eraser, or whatever the generic brand name is. I happen to get these in bulk supply from Home Depot by their HDX brand. Otherwise, whatever your favorite dollar store carries, these are great to get scuffs off floors, marks off walls, marks off your fridge, and sometimes marks out of your tub where harsher cleaners may not be able to work. Do be careful. These are not meant to be really wet. They're meant to be damp, run out, and use. I would recommend, if you're not used to a lot of cleaners like my hands are, to wear gloves. A good set of Playtex, kitchen gloves work great. That way you don't have the chemicals long-term onto your skin. Some of my favorite all-purpose cleaners is I will take my own Lysol, and I will put in about a 1/4 cup of Lysol and fill the rest up to here with water. These are the Zep bottles from Home Depot. They're rated for chemicals. Never use a spray bottle that's not rated for chemicals to put chemicals in. And these are a thicker, different plastic that don't react with them and therefore won't leak. But the nifty thing I like about these bottles, I don't know if you can see, but it comes with the space for you to write what you have in the bottle, and is easy to label with what it is. Please remember, mamas, if you have littles, to label everything and put your ingredients if you make your own. That way, if accidents happen, you've got it on hand for poison control. But I happen to love making all-purpose cleaner from Pine Sol or Lysol with a 1/4 cup and the rest water, and it works great for wiping down your kitchen counters every now and then, wiping down other surfaces every now and then, where sometimes you need a little extra help. The other thing that I love is, I told you the other day that I typically don't keep the Lysol wipes on hand, and that's because I make my own disinfectant spray. I do this because it's A, cost effective. I'm not spending money on a bunch of little wipes that I use so much that it would be really a waste of my money with as much as I use them. And B, I can use it on more than just surfaces. I happen to use this disinfectant spray every time I use chicken. I will then spray down my countertops, my sinks, the utensils that I used, and my wood and plastic cutting boards that I use. And then after I'm done with them, and every now and then I will go through and rub mineral oil into, my cutting boards. The other thing that you can use to disinfect your cutting boards is salt and lemon. But this is why I use this not only to disinfect different surfaces, but I use it heavily in my kitchen. So for me, Clorox wipes was really just a no-brainer not to buy because it's easier with a rag and that. Those are some of my favorite cleaners if you have to have, you know, store-bought cleaners. And I use a mix of both natural and store-bought because it really just depends on the season of my life. As much as I would love to be all natural, certain seasons of my life dictate that need for store-bought cleaners because I'm in a hurry and I don't have the time to make my cleaners. But as you can see, I do use a mix of both, and use, please, whatever you're comfortable with. Some of the cheapest cleaners you will find that you can, if you could only keep a couple on hand: Windex, Lysol, because it's worth the money and a little goes a long ways, and Bleach, which I don't have my bottled bleach up here. Anything beyond that can be used naturally. If you don't have Bon Ami or anything like that, you know what? A little baking soda and a little dish soap will act just like that. So it's okay if you don't have anything, but Bleach, Lysol, and Windex are some of the biggest things, or the dollar store versions thereof are some of the biggest cleaners that I recommend if you don't have any other cleaner, because you can use dish soap and baking soda for your tub and for your toilet. You can use Lysol inside your toilet. You can use Lysol on your floors and on your walls and to disinfect your, you know, your house. And Windex with the ammonia also goes a long way with a disinfectant and cleaning surfaces and cutting through grease. And we're going to take a pause here. When I come back, I'm going to be holding the camera and showing you different things inside your house that make your house feel clean. All right, I'm back and we're going to be on the move. So here is a couple of tips of things that I hope you are able to do and are able to help you stay clean. Number one, let me turn this camera the other way. If you have carpets in your kitchen, just give them a quick vacuum every day to a couple of times a week, depending on your schedule. If you have white cabinets like I do, make sure to give them a wipe down at least once a month, if not twice a month, because it will prevent your cabinets from looking like a war zone. The other thing, let's go in here, that I recommend that you do is when you do your floors every now and then, just clean those baseboards off when you're doing your floors, because especially in the bathroom, if nowhere else, because that I have found as a professional cleaner is what makes people think that you have a clean bathroom, even if you didn't get to it. The other thing is high traffic areas, such as your hallway and your living room. Say hi, Destiny.
Hi.
At least twice a week, we'll sit there and extend your carpet life, and trust me, this carpet is pretty old, and extend the cleanliness of your house. And if you don't get to anything else, well, those are just a few of the things that I recommend as a cleaner of going in and doing. Those are little tiny things that will make your house feel a little bit cleaner. And if not, like I said, don't worry. Pick the 3 things that matter most to you and only concentrate on those. And that's about it for today. If you have any questions, post them on my Facebook page, Ministering Heart, Sister to Sister, or you can post it on my YouTube channel, and I will be happy to answer those. All right, have blessings, guys.